A clicky button. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
On the
Ah!
stream and on the YouTube and on the place and on the whatnot and on the etc. I'm good at speaking. I should have I need to have a script or something.
Yes.
That goes against the theme. This is D&D. It's all improv. It's all creative. You know.
Oh.
I'm not good at improv.
Yeah. What the fuck are you doing here? That.
Sorry, I'll leave. Sorry. Hi, it was nice knowing you.
Out. Go. All right, everyone.
No,
welcome to
Dragon,
the Vets
you
Only
can't
session.
leave. No, I'm gone too.
Dragon, get back here.
Sorry, I didn't know that person. It's fine, we're good.
Sorry, I'm leaving.
Okay, so welcome
It's a
to
monkey only
Starbases.
session.
No, Dragon's back. You just can't see. Welcome to Starbases and Krayt Dragons. It's like Dungeons and Dragons, but in space, like the Star Wars space. You know.
You know?
That's Appa, the most important star of the show.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Appa, kitty, kitty.
Today
My
is a
kitty's
very
aggressive.
special episode.
Hi, Alan.
Hey, Alan. Today is a very special episode because today
We get to
I'm
kill each
so
other.
distractible.
Stop getting distracted. This is important.
Instead of our full group today, we actually just wrapped up mission number 2, where nightmares are made, where you know, the things that happened with Bertha and whatnot. Watch the old episodes if you care. I'm not recapping it all because it no longer matters. It's no longer important. The important thing is that we have a few specific character background stories that have been going on. One of which is Valkyrie, the Mandalorian, has in her backstory some conflicts with the Black Sun. Specifically, very negative interactions that may or may not have led to them wanting to kill her and sending an assassin
Some
after her.
tiny ones, I'm telling you, it's nothing to worry about.
The
Surely.
other character here today, Vex, happens to have the job title of professional assassin for the Black Sun. So yeah, guess what today's session is about?
So I play
Okay,
Valk.
so
Bit plays Vex.
yeah.
Just
Hi, I'm McMonkey, the game master.
what the fuck is happening?
Something's happening.
What's wrong?
I play Vex.
That's
Dragon
That's
plays
Vex.
Valkyrie.
Bit
Yeah.
who plays Vex. That's Dragon who plays Valkyrie. I always go from the top 2, but because of Dragon introducing herself, I immediately moved to introduce Dragon first instead of Bit, and then that went backwards because Bit has already learned that it goes, fuck! This is the most competent stream ever. So,
They
I'm
will
trying
be.
to do the introduction. You can't keep asking questions about the intro. I'm not there for the intro. I appreciate the engagement. I don't know if Twitch gives a shit about that, but YouTube does. So engage there, actually. Make a YouTube comments. That'd be great. But anyway, point is, our other main players, Finn and Spesh, who Bit.
the J
Bit.
Spesh, yeah.
Keep going. This is for YouTube.
Our other main players, Finn and Max, who play Jay and Spesh, are not here today because, one, they're not part of the conflict going on, and two, Finn in particular ain't feeling too well. Max will potentially be joining if
Later.
Spesh is drawn into the situation. As I said, a very special episode. We're doing things. Actually, it's not special. It's specifically Spesh isn't here right now, so.
It's a very special episode. We gotta
It's a
say that some point. It's a very special episode. God.
When he gets a
Tongue
dedicated
twister.
episode, yeah. Today is a very non-speshy special episode. Oh,
Okay.
no, Alan. I wasn't flipping off you or the viewers. I was flipping off Bit in particular. I'm sorry. I understand the confusion. No, see, Bit is a bitch. Anyway.
Always has been. Okay.
Oh
Stream is hell.
God.
So, last we left off in the previous session, Valkyrie and her good friend Gammy the Gamorrean were at the bar in Jabba's palace, getting crunk. And Vex was sneaking off in a tower, receiving a holocall from Prince Caesar, whose name I can't pronounce, and hopefully Vex dies just so I don't have to pronounce that name anymore.
Caesar!
TBH.
Caesar salad.
Prince Caesar Salad was sending a holocall to Vex and telling her that she better get right the fuck on killing Valkyrie because she has delayed way too long, and if she doesn't, she's gonna be slaughtered like her parents were.
Yay!
Also, she didn't know her parents were killed by the Black Sun until just now. Whoopsie.
Ew, whoopsie.
Small mistakes. Small mistakes.
Who needs parents anyways? Actually, characters don't need parents.
Yikes. Damn, we really are edgy.
But I have wait.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna adjust the clock to be like... There we go. 1 a.m. the next day. Where we
Oh, dear.
stayed here into the night.
Damn, it's
It's
1
my
a.m.
assumption.
You are so drunk.
Well, I don't know.
You are
about that.
so drunk.
Hold
I
on.
don't know about that
Mhm,
yet.
mhm.
That's
So-
a constitution save that I
so
need
drunk.
to make.
As we come in, the camera loads in inside Jabba's palace as various background chatter goes on. Various creatures in the background go about their daily lives, doing whatever it is they do, probably selling illegal goods. Who knows? And then moves over to the bar where Valkyrie and Gammy are clinking glasses, drinking, having a time.
Damn right.
Valkyrie,
Yeah.
how you doing? How you feeling? What's going on?
Gammy, Gammy, Gammy. You think Vex is doing well? I think she's doing well. How long has it been? I don't know. How long has it been since they or has it just we just immediately
Since you got here, probably a couple hours have passed hanging out at the bar.
Couple
I would say, yeah,
Okay.
fair
He hasn't
to say. And
I wouldn't say she has reported back yet. Not that I know of. I don't know. Oh
You
my
guys
god.
just left me in the kitchen.
Eh. You're a big kid.
it's a good point.
Isn't
We
she a
should
big
actually.
kid?
Camera flies over to the big kid. Vex has left the tower and come back down into this here room that she was sneaking off to previously. The guard that had been dangerously close to you has come and gone.
Okay.
Specifically, they've gone out yonder.
Yeah.
Why is Foundry lagging so bad? Is it just me?
I think it's just you. It doesn't seem to be lagging too much on my
I'm
part.
just gonna slide across the room.
Then again,
Not
I
even
haven't-
talk to the Ugnaught
Wow.
or acknowledge his existence at all.
The Ugnaught is... Actually, hold on.
I can roll stealth if
Oh!
you want.
Wait, I know what happened. You know how I said I like really should restart my computer after fucking playing a New World? Yeah, that's what's going on. Whoopsie.
No, whoopsie.
Oh well, too late for that. Okay, yeah, the Ugnaught's not really paying attention.
Is this just another curtain?
Yes, that is a curtain.
Can I peek open the curtain?
You're wanting to open it or just peek through it?
Peek.
Ahem. Roll perception and stealth.
Perception and stealth. Damn. I see everything. Not all that sneaky.
You know why you see everything?
Oh.
Because as you just clicked the thing, you were looking. You just opened it. And yeah. Yeah.
Has he like noticed me?
What do you think, dear Vex? Do you think
What
he's
do you
noticed
think?
you? Do you think the man staring at you noticed you?
I'm gonna stumble, acting drunk. Not actually drunk.
Actually, I will
Acting.
add, because you rolled a 20 on perception, I will give you some extra information that not only do you see him, you see... You can tell by the look on his Gamorrean face. And it's been a whole day. It's like 1 a.m. or something. He tired. He don't want to deal with shit if he don't have to.
I'm debating how I want to go this way and down or this way and down.
Make a choice. You just got some valuable
Already-
information
already-
about this guy. And you
already
already know
gone.
there's another guy down the other way.
Can... Oh my god. Can you help... Oh. Can you help me find a way back to the bar? Just point me into the direction. It'll be great. Got lost. I think my friends left me.
Roll your performance. Yeah, that one.
That's not that bad.
Disadvantage because you're tired. And yeah. Okay. He points. And just leans back, waits. Doesn't seem too bothered.
Thank you.
And as you've started moving and got entirely out of there with no consequences, apparently,
Oh, we're back.
Cameron goes back down yonder, towards the bar, towards Valkyrie and Gammy. Still having a time.
Yeah, still pretty much having a time. I don't know how. Who's buying the drinks here? First of all,
And how many drinks have you bought?
and how many drinks have I bought?
Would you like to make a choice about how that would be, or would you like to make a roll for it?
I kind of want to make a roll for it. Leave chance to take my fate.
I gonna say you're probably gonna tend towards. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go by like the classic number of drinks counter type of deal, where like an expensive, like high alcohol content drink counts as more, and say roll a 1d10.
That's not that many.
Not yet. Unless if Gammy wants to do a drinking competition. that's...
My food is here. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay.
So you want to vex your fur part? Okay, I'll be back. You bought a couple drinks. You bought a couple of the fancy drinks to start the night out.
Okay.
Probably actually pay for those. You know.
Leave it on my tab. You're like, oh my god. Imagine though.
Hold on. If you say that,
Wait.
roll luck.
Oh my god.
The bartender just looks at you and goes, "You gonna pay now, actually."
Okay. How much? How much?
Actually, roll another luck.
No.
Dang.
Oh wait, day.
You bought two of our finest beverages, man. That's about 100 credits. I was rolling luck to see whether the deal was still going on.
Aw, damn. Well, you know, Jabba said that we should help ourselves to his hospitality. Isn't there like a guest sale? Maybe like dock off like 20 creds off of it.
But did say that, to be fair. Roll persuasion. Oh, you're here with the express permission of the Lord Jabba. My apologies. My apologies. You get the sale pricing, of course. Of course. That's only 20 credits.
20 credits. Ugh, you're such a great bartender. I'll tell you that. That she like goes and sets down 20 creds for the yep, for him. I minus 20. There we go.
Okay. Gammy turns and looks at you and says,
What?
while holding up 2 drinks that he had bought.
Oh. Wait, let me guess. You want to see you want to see who can down them faster, huh? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. She actually this is probably gonna be the first time she does this, but yeah, she's gonna take off her helmet.
Oh. Oh. She's that drunk, huh? Okay.
Might as well at this point. You know, she also, again, I'll mention, has an insanity of 5. I don't think she really yeah. But yeah, she's gonna like grab her helmet by the horns kind of and just pull it
Oh.
off and Yes! And set it down on the bar top while looking at Gabby, and then takes her drink and is like, raises it up to like go and clink with one of his. And then she's like, on the count of 3, okay, Gabby. 1, 2, and then she immediately goes to go and start chugging it down.
So this isn't the main role. This is just for this one drink for competing with Gammy. But a con save.
For me, yeah, con save.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not a bad roll, however, Gammy did roll much
Damn.
better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gammy just looks at you and gives a Gomorian chuckle.
She like slams down her mug and is like, okay, you. She like also like kind of gives a hearty laugh back at him. It's like, you are very fast at this. Hold on, no, rematch. And she like goes ahead and gets her like second drink ready.
Gammy happily agrees.
Okay.
Goes to the bartender, grabs another drink.
Okay. Damn. Oh
Gammy
my god!
continues chuckling at you.
How the hell do you do that? You like swallow it within one gulp, but she like kind of like wipes her mouth, sets down the mug.
Gammy gives a little grin as like, launches into this long, detailed explanation in answer to your question.
Can I roll insight?
You can try with disadvantage because you're drinking. You still need the disadvantage.
Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
You have no idea, but it sounded like a whole lot.
Valk is gonna lean in and set like hand on his shoulders, like, I understood none of that, but listen. Why explain it when you can show me more?
Concerned.
Gammy orders a pair of drinks for the both of you. Hands you one, grabs another to himself, and gets ready. With
Okay.
a big grin.
You are going to get a nat 1 by the time you're done with this.
It keeps decreasing every time.
You're starting to get very effective. Gammy is still holding strong.
Yeah. Oh my god. I could not play out any better. Like the fact that it keeps like slowly degrading down as every drink too.
So
Anyway, but because you were gone, Valk does have her helmet off now.
she's drunk at her in Sandy's eye. She took it off by the horns.
Literally, Vex
By
will just
the
come
horns.
behind you and decapitate.
Oh god, in
Jesus.
front of everyone? That's a bad idea.
Wow. Session didn't even go an hour and they're already both dead.
Immediately it's like,
Vex has
Hey,
finally ended up
Smash.
in the Rancor pit. Wow!
wow, oh my god! I imagine though you pushing fucking drunk Valk into a Rancor pit, thinking
You just
you
gave me a most
assassinated
brilliant
her.
idea.
You're welcome. I shouldn't
So-
be helping you out, but
Gammy looks at you and notices that you're starting to get affected.
No,
And
keep going, Gammy.
looks at you and
What do you mean I had enough? I didn't have enough yet.
Then come more instead. You must keep going.
I'm blanking. Fuck.
Gammy turns
I
and
don't-
gestures backwards towards the bedroom area. Or the path there.
Alright. What time is it even? Is it even bedtime, Gammy? How late do you even stay up, usually? That's...
Want to try
Insight
rolling
check.
insight?
Yeah, I should probably. Yeah, sounds about right.
You could tell that he was saying something about you, not saying a time.
Oh, wait, I didn't know you swung that way, honestly. I feel like...
Stop.
Do you say I'm the problem?
Hey, you allowed me to play Drunk Valk. This is your fault.
I'm encouraging it. Keep going.
A
Keep going.
mistake you'll die for.
But Valk is like, she like kind of like starts trying to get up. Like maybe there's a slight stumble as she does. She like looks over to Gabby and is like, yeah, we should go get a bedroom.
Gammy reaches out an arm to help you and guide you. And now, Valkyrie, I want the big roll from you. I want the like real main con roll.
Con
How
roll.
bad is this gonna lastingly affect?
No!
Yes! Yes!
She's already so far down, though. How did we go back?
You're
We
Currently-
always jump back.
You're currently affected by the drinks you had, but they will fade out of your system relatively quickly. A short nap would suffice to be basically sober by the time it's over. But for right now, you're fat and drunk, and Gammy's guiding you back towards the bedrooms.
Fuck
You're such a gentleman, Gammy. She like continues to be led by him, patting him on the
luck.
shoulder.
God damn your luck.
I'm just gonna. Whee!
Now they really do be laggy, though. I should have restarted. Oh well.
Oh. I was like, we could, like not yet, most likely, but like, what, like if we do, like, go ahead and take like a small break, you quickly well, I mean, but you're recording and we would have to restart stream, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why take break?
My
She needs
computer
it.
is lagging because you talked me into playing New World.
Oh,
And everything is
mean,
glitched
restarting-
over. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
is it?
Probably. Probably. Probably.
Oh hey, Jay's here! Hi, Jay! Jay's probably not there. Jay's over at like the ship. I know that because Jay started moving over that way.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh yes, Mesh and Jay are both at the ship. Oh no. Oh, no.
You know what? I am going to restart my browser, though.
I'll go ahead and move Gammy over. I'll make them a unit. Dun dun dun. Na 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 na.
which is a weird place. It up and it started auto-playing some random stream of some woo-woo girl.
Wait, what? Why did my brain just register that?
Oh,
What?
What you said, some strange uwu girl.
some strange ooh girl.
Strange ooh-wee girl. Okay, restarting the browser did not help.
Just restart your computer before it's too late.
Temporarily, we'll be right back. Moment.
We'll be right
Yeah,
back.
I think I have to, TBH. We'll be right back, folks. Did-it-did-it-did. Whoopsie fuck. Hi, Editor Monkey here. It's a funny story. I did in fact restart my computer there, and I did continue the live stream, and I forgot to press the record button. And so we just we did the entire session without recording it. Whoops. And it was a really good session too. We had some of the most fun we've ever had in this session, and I'm so sorry I forgot to press record. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. So I can't really, just like recreate the session and have it happen again and it still make any sense and feel right. So unfortunately, the best I can really do is at least offer a recap of the events that happened, so at least the story's not missing a hole, even though you, unfortunately, will be missing the fun we had along the way. So, first things first, Valkyrie's going over to the rooms there with Gammy. And they do get to their room. Valkyrie goes in and very drunkenly attempted to entice Gammy within, to go in with her and do some things, but Gammy luckily passed his save check and politely refused to take advantage of her and stayed outside and stood his guard post. While in there, Valkyrie took off her helmet and set it on the dresser beside her, and then laid down and went to sleep. She also had done well on her constitution save earlier, so she was only going to remain severely affected by the alcohol for a relatively short duration, so Vex was on a limited timetable. Vex downstairs went over to the bar and got a drink, which she did not immediately begin drinking, and then she went over to the locals in Jabba's throne room to begin asking questions, looking to try to acquire a poison if she could. She found someone that was willing to offer her a sleep gas grenade. The price of this gas grenade was just out of her reach, so she attempted to pay all of her money and then offered the drink to pay off the rest, which was promptly refused because it was noted that you don't really... If you're the type of person selling poisons, you don't take a random drink from a shady person you just met. And you know better in that situation, you know? The sleep gas grenade works instantly on anyone it catches, but only for a very short duration. So in addition to this, she was also offered a special chemical inside a Bacta bottle that she could apply to someone, which would take a longer time to take effect, but would last very long once it did. And she was planning to use this chemical on Gammy. Her plans were to knock Gammy out with the grenade, and then to apply the chemical to keep him unconscious for a long duration, and potentially end up having to use these on more than just Gammy, depending on whether other guards got in the way. Because she couldn't afford it, she ended up going over to a different local in Jabba's palace. She tried to sell him his own knife back, which he didn't like, but then she sold him her other sword, and he did accept that sale, and she used the money to then buy the sleep chemicals and immediately head upstairs to where Valkyrie was sleeping to begin her assassination attempt. Upon getting up there, she discovered that not only was Gammy standing guard, but 2 other local guards were in the room, but not necessarily paying her any attention. She decided to go into her own sleeping room, where she waited for about an hour, which unfortunately allowed some of the drunken effects from Valkyrie to wear off, and allow her to be still asleep, but in less of a drunken, affected state. The scene that ensued was an incredible amount of fun that I could not possibly attempt to capture in this recap. I really wish I had recorded it. I'm sorry again. Basically, Vex made several attempts to distract or disrupt or in some way disable the guards from becoming a problem. Among other things, for example, she attempted to shoot out the lights to try to darken the room to have that advantage, which did not work in the slightest. So throughout the sequence, every time Vex made a move, she had to roll stealth, and all of the guards would roll perception to try to spot her. And every single time, Vex rolled ridiculously high, and the guards rolled ridiculously low. I don't think Vex rolled below like a 17 or so, and none of the guards rolled above a 7 at any point. It was ridiculous. There was a lot of screaming. Eventually, Vex just threw the sleepy gas grenade at Gammy, and it fell a little short, but because it's a grenade, it exploded, the gas went everywhere, and it knocked Gammy out. It did not manage to knock out the other 2 guards in the room, who saw the grenade explosion and all the gas, and went to go investigate and check on Gammy, figure out what's going on, try to help him. The Gamorrean guard in the room got too close to the gas and ended up getting knocked out due to yet another failed roll from the guards. The human Hut Palace guard was smarter and stopped to start going around the gas grenade, at which point Vex threw a bunch of ball bearings at them, scattered them across the floor, and unfortunately the guard just slips and falls and wasn't going to fall into the gas grenade, but Bit was insistent that he should, and managed to succeed on a convince DM roll, I believe it was, and then the guard instead ended up falling into the gas and failed more save rolls and went unconscious as well. So all 3 guards, the 2 local Hut Palace guards and Gammy, were all knocked out by Vex. At this point, Vex had a 5-minute timer to do something about the guards before they start waking up. She had the other sleeping chemical available to knock them out with. She considered whether to split it up amongst all 3 of them, but decided to prioritize only knocking out Gammy for sure, and so she put all of the more powerful sleeping chemical directly into Gammy's mouth. Also, for the record, our definition of minutes is not real-world minutes, because this entire sequence between when they knocked out and woke up took, in the real world, like an hour. But for the session's sake, a minute was tracked as basically whenever Vex took an action that would reasonably end up taking about a minute to complete. So I believe she lost 1 minute going over to Gammy and getting the chemical in his mouth, meaning there was 4 minutes left for the other guards. I might be getting those numbers wrong, because I don't have it recorded, so I'm not sure. So Gammy, however, because of the chemical, would be remaining asleep for the foreseeable future. At that point, she went over to the door to Valkyrie's bedroom and began attempting to break into it. Because it was locked, she used her electronic code breaker to break through the lock. This action also took another minute, so she was down to 3 minutes remaining at this point, I think. She did, however, manage to immediately get into the room. Meanwhile, Valkyrie inside was allowed to make perception checks to attempt to notice that there's something going on, and failed. So Vex goes in and takes a look at Valkyrie, and decides to attempt to grab Valkyrie's own binders and bind her with them. She also pulls out her Assassin's Blade while this is happening. Her Assassin's Blade is a collapsible sword with the symbol of the Black Sun on it. This sword had a special assassin perk on it that deals double damage if you surprise an opponent outside of combat, in addition to Vex's own class ability, which allows her to do extra damage on any form of surprise attack. Theoretically, if Vex had gone straight in for a head strike with this blade while Valkyrie was asleep, it could have been an instant kill, but Vex chose not to do this. Valkyrie strongly passed the perception check to wake up upon being bound with her own binders, which also, I should note, had a low roll for the bindings, so they were potentially breakable. So, at that point, Valkyrie woke up to her hands bound with this crazy assassin lady who she thought was her friend holding a sword up to her neck. It was at this point that we rolled initiative and the actual combat sequence began. Valkyrie reacted quickly, kicked Vex away, using one of her class abilities to immediately knock Vex to the floor with that kick. Valkyrie got up and began attempting to get out of her binders. It took quite a bit of struggling because she rolled very poorly. She ended up remaining in the binders until slightly later. Valkyrie attempted to escape from her own room to run outside, but had some struggling because there were ball bearings over in front of the door that I forget when those arrived there. I think it was to trip up the Gamorrean guard. There were a lot of ball bearings. They were everywhere. It was a mess. Vex chased Valkyrie outside, and they got into more fighting out in the main room where the guards were unconscious but getting very close to waking up at this point. During the fighting, the human Hut Palace guard was the first to begin waking up. Valkyrie ran over to that guard to try to get their help. However, that guard unfortunately did not really understand the situation going on and was afraid that potentially Valkyrie was a threat and tried to get away. Because Vex was outside with her Black Sun Assassin Blade drawn, the Hut Palace guard finally passed a perception check and noticed the sword and the Black Sun logo on it and realized, oh, there's a Black Sun Assassin in Jabba's Hut Palace. This is a problem. I need to go get help, and turned to run for help. Somewhere within this room, Valkyrie managed to finally get her own binders off. I don't remember when exactly. Also, around this time, the Gamorrean guard began waking up as well and focused on trying to help out Gammy after awakening. Vex ended up running up the stairs out of the bedroom area towards a more central area where she spilled more ball bearings in a circle around herself to try to block off any attempts to run at her. The human Hut Palace guard who had ran away got the help of another Gamorrean guard in the area who went to go cause problems for Vex, and then continued running to get help from underground in the throne room. Vex also launched ball bearings across the stairs to create even more of a tripping hazard for everyone involved for some evil reason. Oh, I forgot to say, earlier in the other room, Vex did steal the axe from the Gamorrean guard that was unconscious, and utterly failed to use that against Valkyrie during the fighting. Also, after Vex had left the main bedroom area and had run upstairs, Valkyrie did go back to grab her helmet before continuing the chase. Also, during the fighting, Vex did manage to slash Valkyrie's face, so she has a head wound now. Anyway, so Valkyrie used Glitter Stim. She, for some reason, just was carrying around on Gammy to attempt to wake him up. She didn't really know what would happen, but luckily there was a nat 20 on that roll, so Gammy woke way the hell up and sprung into action. Also around this time, Valkyrie used her comlink to call out to the ship to request help from Spesh and Jay. However, because it was the early AM hours, they were asleep and only Bolt answered. The chase then continued up the stairs, at which point Vex ran through the main door, shut it behind her, then turned and went through another door, and shut that behind her, and locked the second door, and hid in this new room. The Gamorrean guard from earlier that had his axe stolen, and I forgot to mention, had Vex trample over him to put the chemical in Gammy, chased Vex up the stairs and tripped over all of the ball bearings repeatedly and blocked the doorway because it was a nat 1. Oof. Valkyrie then apparently forgot how to open doors the normal way and violently shot at and then punched the control panel and managed to open the door. She then saw that the only open door in the next room was down towards the throne room because the guard had rushed through it earlier and began following that way, but then I forget whether she has any in-character justification for why she decided to not go the wrong way, but she decided at that point to stop and actually maybe search the rooms, actually. All of the closed doors. Meanwhile, in the room Vex was in, Vex continued into the next door she could see, which led into a bathroom where an Ugnaught was busily taking a shit. She shut the bathroom door, held her sword out at the Ugnaught and ordered him to pull up his pants and then stand in the doorway and tell anyone who enters that there's nobody in here. Valkyrie and Gammy bust down the correct door immediately, and I again forget what the in-character justification was. I think there was more than just he who metagaming, but I don't remember, so lol. Anyway, they go through the door. They begin searching the room they're in and don't see anything immediately, and are about to leave when Vex decides to tell the Ugnaught to go wash his hands. For some reason, really don't know why she did that, but that, of course, alerted the others that Vex was in there, and they went to go check the bathroom. Upon opening the door, the Ugnaught attempted to lie and say there's nobody in here, but Valkyrie used an intimidation roll, and she's a freaking Mandalorian going against a terrified Ugnaught, so that easily worked out. Valkyrie prepared to enter and face Vex. Meanwhile, Vex prepared a sneak attack with the blade for the moment that Valkyrie entered. It was at this point in time that Spesh woke up, by which I mean Max noticed we were pinging him on Discord finally, and he came and rushed to help. And he came up with the beautiful plan to, rather than killing Vex, to try to throw spice on her to incapacitate her and capture her alive, while simultaneously finally properly crowning her as the Spice Princess. They then followed through on this plan, and it worked. First try, no problems, other than that they spilled a ridiculous amount of spice everywhere. And for the record, in Star Wars speak, spice means cocaine, basically. So everyone in the area got high, and Vex and Valkyrie got high to the point that they were taking damage from the drug and going to die if they didn't treat it quickly. The palace guards at this point finally came back, and the players realized that Vex would be killed if the hot palace guards got her. So they lied to distract the guards, and then wrapped Vex up in some random cloth, scrapped some random tech to disguise it as being dragging a pile of tech around, and then just dragged her unconscious, drugged up body across the ground over to the ship. They got on the ship, applied Bacta to try to fix the damage from the drugs, and then flew out of there. At this point, finally, the credits rolled, but we got a post-credit scene of Valkyrie taking a selfie next to Vex's unconscious body and sending it to the Black Sun to taunt them. And that's where the session actually ended. And once again, I must apologize for not recording it. I'm going to make very, very sure that the recording is going in future sessions. But hopefully this recap is enough to keep you up with what's going on when we continue with the next session next week.
Valk's real.
Pride comes before the fall.
Yeah.
It was great too, because the thing is, if Valk was literally one turn from just absolutely getting assassinated, right then and there, headshot, no reaction, and then of course, my luck came in crutch as I roll a nat 20 on perception. Right when Vex started coming in and was about to do it. So
No, Vex got in to the room and was messing with Valk and was unpercepted.
true.
Valk was staying asleep, and Vex had the opportunity to do the killing blow sneak attack with the assassin blade, but held back and grabbed Valkyrie's own binders and put them on her, and that's when Valk got the nat 20 and woke up, and thus ruined the ability to do the surprise attack. Valkyrie was very horny that night and tried to sleep with Gammy. He actually passed a wisdom save to stay out of sleeping with her.
Oh my fucking god.
And then Vex goes in, and the binder's thing. Her initial idea was put one binder on Valk and the other on a bedpost. And you're like, oh.
Hungover Valk is getting some action tonight. Just imagine if that did happen. Valk wakes up and is like, "You're not the person I asked for bed."
You got a fucking mid-ass fucking snort, and you just fucking have the nerve to come into this room?
God, you're not even ready? I mean, the surprise was nice and all, but Jesus, Vex.
can't. I can't.
So
God,
My cheeks hurt. I'm smiling too much.
there is so much running back and forth too, because I knew I had so much health. If I just kept my endurance, like, and let the action, like, turns roll, like, and
So-
allow the guards to wake up, I would have more advantage on survival.
So the sleeping timer on the guards was like, it's literally 5 minutes. And in addition to like them being knocked out, Vex has thrown ball bearings everywhere. You saw all the marks.
Yeah.
Just
I
kept
saw-
throwing ball bearings everywhere.
I thought that was supposed to be blood or something like that. I'm like, God damn, you
No,
people
no.
fucking bleeding around like that. What the
No.
fuck?
There was ball bearings in front of the doors. There was ball bearings in front of the stairs. There was ball bearings on the stairs. There was ball bearings above the stairs. There's ball bearings in front of the door.
One of the local Gamorreans went over to like Gammy to help Gammy after he was knocked out and ended up getting knocked out too. And there were
Or-
ball bearings
yeah,
everywhere.
yeah.
And so people kept like running back and forth and falling over on the ball bearings. Even Valkyrie fell over.
I fell once out of
I
all
don't
of those
think I ever
ball
fell.
bearings.
And
Yeah, surprisingly.
so the guard that went to help Gammy, Vex stole that guard's vibro axe. And
Well, he was knocked out.
so that guard later, when he woke up, went to like go chase after Vex and ran up the stairs, tripped on some ball bearings, got up, ran up the stairs, tripped on the next set of ball bearings, fell down with a nat 1, fell down hard, blocked the door. Everyone trampled him to walk into the room. He got up, nat 1 again, fell down again, took damage.
You should be dead. Like, just straight up, like, death is a mercy.
That's a mercy.
And so you were there at the end when I was like, that safeguard has fallen again. Also, at some point, it was Dragon's idea to like make a magnet to clean up all the ball bearings,
Yeah.
and that's why the guard came over to request a magnet.
And of course I rolled a nat 20 for it. Which is even more ironic.
God, it was so perfect the way that I like put the ball bearings in front of me so that they couldn't get to me, and then I ran through the ball bearings, closed the door in front of all of them so they couldn't see me, got to the next door, opened it, hid there, and then closed it on my next door because they couldn't get through the freaking door that I closed before. So then I closed that door, and then Valk comes out and has no idea where I was. It was perfect. And then she was like, I picked this door.
Yeah,
And
I
then she
picked
goes
this
through
door.
another door, which takes her into a bathroom where there is an Ugnaught taking a shit.
Ugnaught.
I have been waiting so long for somebody to find that. I placed that like during session 1. I've been waiting.
Oh,
He's been shitting for weeks.
Damn, that was a massive shit.
It was a hell of a burrito. Anyway, so Valk...
He shouldn't exist. Like, I feel like at that point you would have just spent all your magic, just be gone, dust.
Vex had to demand he pull his pants up and then wait for his turn for him to actually do it.
Oh my god.
And then used him as a distraction and ended up calling attention to herself, which he was otherwise hidden, by telling him to go wash his fucking hands, and then the faucet made too much noise.
Yeah, I was like, if you didn't do that, Valk would have left.
Mm.
That was the unfortunate part. I was like, oh no. E.
I figured if I like made it so that it looked like it was just him in here, there wouldn't. Yeah.
There was too much suspicion already.
Yeah.
As a backup plan for if he got found, yeah, but having him go wash his hands while you're still hidden.
Yeah.
Also, like, the fight, like, in the main room, the bedroom area, like, the fight was pretty back and forth. Like, Vex took a swing without the advantage because she lost it, and then Valka did a fucking power kick, knocked Vex to the ground. Like,
Yeah,
a
'cause
struggle. She had the binders on, and she was struggling to, like, break out of them. And
For like
she
5 rounds.
she wasted an action surge and that one on breaking out.
Yeah, I know. I'm so angry about that. I was like, I'll use my action surge to break out of the binders because I know this is gonna be a problem. And of course, God, right then and there, was like, "Nah, bitch." I was
Nah.
like, I swear to God, okay, I wasted something I could have used. So, anyways,
Look,
that happened.
I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. When I sat down and I heard the situation, I tried to gather as much of the situation as possible. And I looked at my inventory. I just realized, like right there and then, right as I had Spesh kind of walking towards and facing Gammy, I was just like, "I'm gonna crown the Spice Princess once and for all."
That didn't occur to me until just now.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you're the Spice Princess.
Yeah.
That's why Spesh said, "Take the fucking Spice Princess on her coronation parade."
Oh my god.
So, about
It's
drugs.
so sad that didn't get recorded. I'm so
About
sad.
drugs. I feel like
Oh.
Gammy's not gonna wake up, or well, is
Oh
It's gonna-
God!
So Vex got the like sleeping gas grenades and used those. And then to make it last longer on Gammy, she had a separate sleeping chemical that would keep him knocked out for hours, but she had to go apply it directly to him. And so she went over to Gammy, trampled the guard, by the way, the other guard that was also unconscious. She trampled that one just to get to Gammy. Went
It's
over
the same one. It's the same one that she stole the axe from him and fell down.
It's the same one that got trampled later in the doorway. That poor fucking man.
This poor Gamorrean. Can we call him Klutzy? Klutzy the Gammy Lorian.
Call him suicide
Suicide.
after how he responds to this incident. Anyway, so she shoves his mouth full of cursed sleepy time Bacta, and Gammy is knocked out. And so later, like when the other Gamorrean is awake and like trying to help Gammy back up and struggling, Valkyrie comes over and pulls out fucking glitter stim. And just
She literally
shoves it-
like. It was great because the Gamorrean first she was like, she had to go convince the Gamorrean that she was friendly at first, so she did that. She succeeded really well to actually get past the bearings. I think it was like it was a 20 something, so that was insane. Collapsed down, and immediately was like, glitter stem. I don't know what it does. All I know is I'm taking my chances.
fucking nat 20'd the glitter stem application. So he just bolted up and started going wild.
Yep.
Hold on.
Oh,
Oh,
Nice. Very effective use of the Vibro Sword. Glad
I
you
only have
learned
a
it instantly.
+1 for it though. Because I don't have any stats in blades.
I have +2
Because it's a
in
strength related
blades.
thing. I can't like it's
Oh my god, that would be such a power move. As Valk's just like, can I have that blade?
but I want it. And if I can't have
Oh,
it, I want
yeah.
to
Vex
sell
has
it.
a +8 in blades.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I know,
so-
And
but
I
it
was
would be
failing
such a-
so hard the entire time. It's so sad.
Another thing that was happening earlier is Vex kept wanting to like change weapons, but it takes an action to put that weapon away properly. So it's like
Yep.
instead you could like just drop it down, and Dragon's just like, I have an idea. And I instantly knew she wanted to grab the sword and kill Vex with her own sword.
You were gonna. Oh my god! You psyched her. You psyched Bit out. That's meta out of character metagaming psychological warfare.
Yeah. And then she had 3 Gamorreans at one time. That was scary.
Vex walked outside right after the first hut guard had awoken and held up the fucking assassin sword with the
Assassin
Black
sword.
Sun logo on it clearly visible. And the hut guard passed a perception, saw that, was like, oh, Fuck, the Black Sun are here. I'm running the fuck away and getting help.
I don't know. I feel like Special needs to hide the sword. It's just too much. It is dangerous.
Yeah.
You do
The
not
fact
want to
that
be
it's in our
spotted with it.
possession
Now,
is
now
a
there
danger.
are two hornheads out here trying to get fucking spicy with that thing, so that thing needs to be hidden. It could hide. It could fall into either one of you's fucking hands, and it's gonna be a problem.
Correct. Okay, hear me out. You open the window to the cockpit and just chuck it out.
I don't know if the window on a spaceship really
No!
works that way, but
We haven't left the atmosphere yet.
I don't know if they're designed to just like pop open.
Yeah.
not.
Okay, fine. I'll just like you just see the like thing just open. His Valk like walks out, takes the sword, is like, bye, and it just.
So, on a more serious note, I guess the next session's first activity of interest is going to be a conversation with Vex, and attempting to convince her to reconsider her loyalties.
I gotta see
Regarding
what the
the
Black
sword.
Sun does.
Mhm.
Regarding the sword, it is potentially valuable as like a symbol for Vex to make a choice with.
Oh,
Or
The
we could
sword's
sell
there,
it.
and she chooses to destroy it herself.
Or we
That'd
sell
be
it.
no. I
No.
like where Monkey's going with this.
Okay, all right. No. Here's the best case scenario.
Okay.
We take Vex to a pawn shop and have her sell it.
Bash has one motivation.
Money.
Money. You're literally like Moshu, but like, goddamn.
She's literally a business owner.
It's just like there's just like the raging like galactic kind of like storms out in the fucking in the night sky space, especially just, like on like the mouth of the opening. It's like Vex, you have to do this. You have to for the money. And then Vex just
the
fucking counts
money.
and walks into the fucking pawn shop.
You have so much more faith in an assassin than I do.
You know what? You know what the sad part is?
Mhm.
I have to try to pronouncing Prince Caesar some more.
Oh,
Caesar.
fun.
Caesar salad.
Caesar salad. The salad speaks through a HoloNet message.
Yeah, and you kind of just sent him a message that's gonna really piss him off. Oh.
Did you actually do that, or was that the bloopers?
No, that's canon. That's a post-credit scene.
I hate this.
Valk is angry as well, bitch, and guess what her next motive and what planet she's gonna go on and see if they can help.
But we
if she
need
helps
money.
back.